Hello! So it's been like a month since I've made a video. So I don't have a first or second period. Well, I didn't today. So I thought I'd make a video while I have nothing to do, which is pretty rare for me. So my ticks are still unbelievably crappy. And my depression and anxiety have gotten significantly worse, as has my OCD. So my life just kind of sucks right now. I got in a car wreck Thursday. I didn't flip my car. It's not totaled. I'm not injured in any way. I did not go to the hospital. The only thing that was wrong was I had whiplash and a concussion. But I'm pretty used to concussions. So whatever. So what had happened was I was driving on this road and it stormed for the first time in like a month here. So the roads were slicker than usual, and I have a new ankle rolling tic. Well, it's not new. It's just like, it's the first time it's really interfered with my driving. And I would like randomly press on the gas when I'm not trying to. And that happened, so I sped up a little bit and it kind of freaked me out. So I started ticking and my arms jerked. So I jerked the wheel. And I mean, usually, like when that happens, I can usually get control of my car because I'm pretty used to it. Like I'm used to ticking and driving. It happens all the time. But since it was slick, I really couldn't. So I ticked and I wrecked into these people's yard. And they have landscaping, so there were a bunch of rocks. So that's what messed up my car. Like the rocks like smashed in the underside of my car. So it's about $4,000 worth of damage to my car. But I have full coverage, so it's okay, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, that Thursday I didn't go to school because I didn't feel good. Like I felt fine, but my anxiety was really bad. And I have this tic where I punch myself in the face and my lip bleeds and it like gets all over my face. And I just look like a bloody mess. And I sounded English. That was funny. But I went to first period, which for me is at the middle school, and I help out with band, and my high school band director's there with me. But I didn't go to second or third or fourth because I knew I would like end up doing that because I was an anxious mess that day. So I just came home and went to sleep, and I've been depressed. So yeah. So I wake up and I have like 20 missed calls from my boyfriend, all my friends, and my band directors. I'm like, crap. So I called my band director back, and she was like, we were afraid you were ticking in a ditch somewhere. This was before I wrecked, mind you. And I was like, no, I felt like crap. I was like, I'm really sorry. She was like, it's okay. I mean, we all have those days. I'm like, okay. So I hung up, and then later that night, my boyfriend was like, oh, come to Froyo's. It's drama night. 10% of proceeds go to us. I was like, okay. So I was on my way, and then I wrecked. And then I just had a mental breakdown that day. And, so I've been pretty upset since then. And then Friday, the day after I wrecked, my parents went on vacation to the beach, leaving me alone at home for a week. So I'm home alone, depressed, after I wrecked my car. My stepdad's letting me use his car while they're gone, though, so, yeah. I wish you were dead. Fuck off, cunt. You're a filthy slut. So the only thing that's really happened new is, so I told you in my last video about these, like, tick fits / seizure things, we don't really know what they are, that have been happening, and, so ever since I got my concussion Thursday night, they've kind of changed a little bit. I do this new thing where my boss, I call her my boss, she's really, like, one of my best friends, her name's April, she's awesome, she's thebomb.com. I like talk in my own little language. Not really. It's a tick, and it's just like okay, I was trying to show you, but then it just kind of turned into a tick, and I just kept going. So I do that, but like that was a really, really short one. Like sometimes it'll last up to an hour of me doing that, and it'll really look like I'm having a conversation with someone who doesn't exist or myself. And I'll do that like while I'm rocking back and forth and having a little tick / seizure fit, whatever you want to call it. And it's really weird. And she described it to me while I was out one time, and I was like, videotape it next time. I want to know what it looks like. And I mean, like, I'm not harming myself during these. And I mean, I have a pillow under my head or a jacket or whatever, so I'm not hitting my head on the ground. So, like, they know how to take care of me when I'm doing them. So I'm not harming myself. I'm not hurting myself. So be mindful. They aren't neglecting me while they're videotaping me. So I had him videotape it, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, I look like I'm being possessed by Satan. It's really creepy. But, so that's the only thing that's really new. Lizard. But, yeah, so that's happening. And that's about it. So Miss America was on last night, and, If any of y'all watch that, Miss Arizona has Tourette's. This year, Miss Arizona. Last year, Miss Iowa had Tourette's. Miss Arizona had Tourette's this year. And she didn't make it in the top 30. I don't think she did. I don't remember. It was like 28 or something like that. It was a weird number. But one that made it in the top 10 was Miss Kansas. And for the talent, like, you have to, like while you're walking up for the talent, they, like, show a little, they don't show, they play a little sound clip of you talking while they show you walking up for your talent thing. And hers, this is what she said. She was like, I'm singing by default because I was originally going to do archery, but there is a clause against projectile objects, so I have to sing. And I started busting out laughing. I was like, I want her to win. She's great. Like, that's awesome. You were going to do archery, but you couldn't because they say you can't have projectile objects in your performance. Like, that's awesome. And then she gets up there, and I always, like, I mean, singing, that's great. And, I mean, if you're a good singer, go for it. Like, that's good. But singing's, like, to me, it's so generic, and for a Miss America, like, that's usually what half of them end up doing. So, to me, like, if you're going to go for Miss America, like, for the talent portion, you should probably do something else. Like, just do something else that you're good at. I mean, you gotta be good at something else than friggin' singing. Like, you're always good at something other than singing. So, but, like, she gets up there, and she sings Nessun Dorma. Nessun Dorma, do you know what that is? It's opera, and it is great. It's, like, my favorite song ever, and she sang it beautifully. It was great. And then, like, it pops up little blah, blah, blahs, banners, whatever you want to call them, of, like, little facts about them. And she was like, she learned this song by watching a YouTube video. I almost crapped my... Whoop! Fuck off, you fucking filthy whore. Sorry. But it said, I was like, how do you learn opera by watching a YouTube video? Like, that was... Huh. I was like, I want her to win. She didn't even make it in the top 5. Dang. But yeah, she was my favorite. So yeah. That had nothing to do with Tourette's. I don't care. So, what's new with your lives? Nothing? Something? I don't care. Comment. I'm bored.